This is Frank Saunders, an ex-Google employee with more than a decade of sales experience. Oh, and did I mention, Frank is the CEO of one of the fastest growing cold email outreach platforms called Salesforce. And I got access to his private notes that cover everything you need to know about cold email. Everything from inbox setup to email copy. Best part, I'm going to expose everything and you'll be here to witness all of it. So before this video is taken down, I suggest you grab a pen and paper and get ready to take notes. You're about to learn about delivery optimization, warm-up, email copy, and sequence management, going from the least important to the most important topics. And to make it all easier, this video will cover everything in the right order. I'll even add timestamps so you could follow along. Let's get started. Delivery optimization is the foundation of email outreach. It's all about increasing the chances of your email hitting your recipient's inbox. We'll cover 6 optimization rules going from the least to most important. First, email sending randomization. You have to ensure that the email sending times are randomized. You cannot send hundreds of emails at once or send emails exactly 2 minutes apart. You need to have a random gap of at least 3 to 5 minutes between each email. Otherwise, Gmail and other providers will notice that it's automated. Luckily, email sending is randomized automatically in platforms like Salesforce. Second, custom domain tracking. If you're tracking open and reply rates, you need to set up custom domain tracking. Look at it this way. If you don't set up a tracking link that's unique to you, you'll be using the link provided by the email sending platform. This link is used by everyone who uses the same platform. So if you're tracking open or reply rates, make sure to set up your own custom domain tracking. You can find a tutorial on how to set up custom domain tracking on our channel. Third, MailBox Rotation. If you want to send 100 emails and you have 10 different mailboxes, you'll get the best results if rather than using one mailbox to send 100 emails, you'll use all 10 of them to send 10 emails each. And this is a silly thing not to do because at least on Salesforce, MailBox Rotation happens automatically. Fourth, daily sending limits per mailbox. You should only send a maximum of 50 emails per mailbox per day. This includes warm-up. So 20 emails go for warm-up and the rest, 30 emails, go for cold outreach. Fifth, DNS records. You probably heard of DKIM, SPF, or DMARC. These things that sound like magic spells. Well, good news. You don't really need to know what they do or how they work, as long as you have them set up. If you're using Mailforce to set up inboxes, congratulations, they're done for you automatically. If you're using anything else, well, you have to do it manually. But listen, it's crucial to set up your DNS records for each of your domains. Otherwise, you'll face the risk of your emails getting spoofed or simply going to spam folder. To check your DNS records, use mxtoolbox.com. Sixth, buying the right domains and mailboxes. This is super important. If you cheap out on this step, everything else might crumble. You should use reputable registrars like GoDaddy or Cloudflare together with Gmail or Outlook, or simply go with Mailforge. But don't use Namecheap and don't sacrifice the quality of the domains to save $1 or $2. Now, when you're choosing domain types, .com domain has the best deliverability. You can also go for .co, .net, .org, but never opt for .x, y, and z. They're cheap for a reason. Warm-up. Email warm-up is an act of building up your reputation. Let me share 4 best warm-up practices, and again, from least to most important. First, warm-up services. You shouldn't mix different warm-up service providers with different email sending providers. Everything should be done in one platform for the best deliverability. Use the same platform to warm up your emails and the same platform to send your emails. Second, warm-up randomization. Your activity of sending, receiving, opening, and replying to warm-up emails should be randomized. Salesforce free warm-up feature does that for you automatically. Third, warm-up and cold email limits. We went over this previously, but to refresh your memory, you want to send a total of 50 emails per inbox per day, with 20 of those emails being for warm-up and the other 30 for sending cold emails. Fourth, warm-up duration. You should never turn off the email warm-up if you're still sending cold emails. Start off with 2 to 4 weeks with an increase of 4 emails per day till you reach 20 warm-up emails per day, and keep a 30 to 50% reply rate. When that's done, keep the email warm-up on for as long as you use the accounts. Now, email copy. Email copy refers to everything you have in your email, and there's 5 things we'll go over to ensure the best results possible. First and least important is A/B testing. To find out what works best in your niche, you need to test a lot of things. Different subject lines, icebreakers, templates, or AI-based emails, personalization points, basically everything. You can only decide whether or not something works if you send at least 1,000 emails for that variant. Otherwise, there's not enough data to decide. Second, spam words. You should never use any common spam words unless you want to go to spam. You can use tools like MailMeter or Spam Checker to check if your email copy has any words that are commonly used by spammers. Third, images. Exclude any images, even the signature ones, in the initial email. You can add images, GIFs, or videos in the follow-up emails, but never in the initial email. Fourth, links. Don't add any links to your initial email. No booking links, no redirecting links. The only type of link you can use is your primary domain link in your signature. Fifth, unique copy. You're making a mistake if you send the same email template to hundreds of recipients and only add their first name and company name. Every email you send should be unique, but this doesn't mean that you need to write each one by hand. If you're sending templated emails, include spin tags to randomize at least half of your copy. Or if you want even better deliverability, use AI to create unique email copies for each recipient using Salesforce. Once you launch your sequences, you can sit back and relax. Not! For the best results, you need to actively monitor and manage everything. Here's 9 things from least to most important that you should pay attention to. First, open and reply rate tracking. Even if you have custom domain tracking set up, which you should, once you figure out the best subject lines, you should disable open and reply rate tracking. That is because tracking links can harm your deliverability. Second, MailBox Management. If one of your mailboxes has deliverability issues, it's best to immediately remove it so it doesn't damage the whole sequence. 3. Do Not Contact List. Also known as DNC, is a list where you store all the leads that don't want to hear from you ever again. You know the ones that I'm talking about. They go to the DNC list. Fourth, sending delay. Don't ever send all emails at once. I mentioned this previously, but you need at least 3 minutes between each email you send. Of course, it's all done automatically for you in Salesforce. Fifth, opt-out links. This is a tricky one. Opt-out links are good because they minimize the risk of follow-up emails getting marked as spam, but they damage deliverability, so make sure to test this yourself. Sixth, bounce rate. One of the most important things. Always keep an eye on your bounce rate. Having it below 2% is okay. If it's between 3 and 5%, you need to take action. And if it's above 5%, you need to pause or stop the sequence entirely. Seventh, HTML emails. Plain text removes any HTML formatting stuff and as a result increases your deliverability. Salesforce has a simple toggle that keeps your emails plain. Just for your information, plain text also disables and reply rate tracking together with the opt-out links. 8th, blacklists. Your domains may end up in a blacklist. Always keep an eye to make sure you're not in any important blacklists. To do that, use tools like MX Toolbox or Multi-RBL. 9th, email verification. This is how you're going to keep the bounce rate low. Verify each and every single email of your prospects using Salesforce or any other email validation tool. If you do this, you'll eliminate all inactive or non-existent inboxes. These were 23 cold email rules I snatched from Frank Saunders.